This is part 2, and I forgot to check out the other video, but I forgot. I believe where I left off was, Mom was telling me that I was stalking them, and that is clearly not true. And I saw those comments, read them, they didn't piss me off, but they're getting annoying. I did say, what is the point when we could just talk person? And I did ask that question. So you know what's going on in my, effing life. I'm not gonna say all those cuss words that you put, but I'm just gonna say, I don't know why you put all those F-bombs and cuss words. You could just speak it like what an average person would say, instead of someone who has lost normal language and replaced it with all foul language. It's kind of getting annoying now, so I don't want you posting any comments. If you heard that, I don't want you posting any more comments. Instead, we'll talk. Like normal people, and like normal people would. And if you want to start cussing, you start cussing in reality, not virtually. Because I bet you don't cuss that much. And I'd like to see you cuss that much. If you did say that. What you say or text is what you are in real life. You're a really angry person. You always stick to the past. And I am a very calm person. I don't get angry that much right now. And I don't cuss that much either. I used to start cussing way too many times, and I don't do it that much now. Some people would differ. It depends on what part do you see me, angry or calm. Funny. Okay, so let's get back to it. That was a little conception. Let's get to it. When I was angry, when I thought about burning that old friend's house down by blowing out his gas chamber, also known as the gas pipeline that was in his backyard, also around his house. So every time when he would use his stove, or his mother would use his stove, it would burst into flames, into a fiery explosion, make it look like there was an accident. But I also wanted to do something a little bit more reckless. Use a flamethrower that I have fixed up using a simple lighter and a aerosol can and napalm. I am never going to ever tell anyone about how to make napalm. It is illegal even in battlefields, along with flamethrowers. Scarily, though, a lot of people know how to make napalm and flamethrowers. But I want to still keep it secret. If you want to know how to make it, you're one crazy son of a bitch. Excuse me for my language. Cold as hell. I trust your listening. Now, basically, people judge people on their past instead of what they'll do in the future or what they're doing in the present. I think to not judge people in their past. For example, if they had a past of murders and they said that they were done, they won't want to do it anymore, I trust them that they won't. I trust them that they won't murder anyone or hurt anyone. Because I believe in second chances, unlike some other people. Some people think that second chances are just another way of them getting out scot-free. But I believe second chances is a way that they can show me that, hey, I'm here, I trust you, that you won't do it again. And here you are, now, you're a successful businessman. That's all. And this is what this video is about, and I thought that there's no way that I'll ever get a second chance in life. Might as well do what I wanted to do after every single day of my life. Kill someone. Now, some of you will believe, hey, why didn't you show up on the news or something like that, or something. I don't know what you want or expect from me, but it will truly be unexpected. If you ever expected me to do the same thing in my past, you're in for a ride, because I'm not going to do anything that came from my past, because my past was corrupted by people who didn't trust me. And by those people who didn't trust me, I thought, hey, no one can trust me, and they expect me to do something they expect, like threaten. Might as well just do something unexpected by acting on those threats and making them true. Now, I thought of that. My motto was, and it still is, stop the problem before it spreads. Now, I feared that Marlon, if he ever makes me commit suicide, I feared that he was going to go on to another person, and then those people would commit suicide. I fear for other people than myself. I don't want other people to hurt themselves or kill themselves just because of some little text. That's why I stopped hurting myself, trying to kill myself. I lied and said, no, I'd never want to kill myself or hurt myself. Even though I would. But I stopped that. I didn't want to do that anymore because it, hurt. Because I thought, it's nobody else's problem except for his. And it wasn't his problem. It was all because of my problem. I thought that it was his problem, which caused all this. And I feel bad. I feel absolutely sorry for people who thought, hey, this person's not half bad. And all of a sudden I turned on them because it pissed me off or ticked me off, and then I end up hurting them. I genuinely feel bad for everyone who I did turn on. Marlon, I'm sorry. David, I am sorry. But Austin, I still hate him. Well, I'm still ticked off by him. But I am also really sorry, because at one point we used to be friends, just for a moment. Something he said ticked me off. I don't remember what it was, but all I know, it was something. But You always find a silver lining. Now this is going to be another long video, it feels like. But, I'm out of middle school, but I'm still marked as my life is in middle school, because I'm still in middle school. I am now in 8th grade. Now going to high school. But I'm not going to high school that I was promised. I was going to a high school that I can truly be happy to stay with all my other friends. See, I made new friends because I went to the other middle school besides Granada, La Serna, East Whittier. I went to a school called Los Nietos. They thought, hey, maybe we can help this kid. This is East Whittier School District. There is no hope, said, oh, I felt like they were saying, we have no hope for this student. We're just going to throw them out into any other school district and let them hassle with this problem. Because we're not dealing with this kid. And then, I would agree, because I bet anyone would agree that this kid is reckless. He has committed assault, which I have done. He has tried to kill and or cause pain on others. And I worry about these kids, and I don't want them to hassle with this problem of ticking him off. And I don't want to hassle with the problem that my kid could be hurt. I don't want him to kill anyone. So we're just going to not make him go in this school district. Which is, I can understand it. But when I was there, I thought, you know what? I'm getting pissed off. Might as well just see what this school's like. If it's good, I'll stay here. So I went to Los Nietos. I made friends. I'm not gonna give out their names because, of course, I don't want to do that. It's gonna ruin their privacy. But I met a lot of new friends. These new friends made me happy. But on the first day, I pissed someone off, and I didn't mean to. I'm like, you know what? These kids could probably get angry. They have freedom of speech. They started cussing during the class. I got mad at a teacher and I started cussing. And I actually felt happy here. The bus comes every 6 o'clock. I get to my friends on the way to school. I was pretty happy. And then I said to the old friend, I'm not going to the same high school as you. He's like, okay. And I don't remember why, but whatever the reason, we started communicating inappropriately. Very inappropriately. And though I have no shame, or I don't regret that many things, but I regret that. That's probably the only thing I regret. But it's also another thing I don't regret. But I'm ashamed that I did do that. And, it seems like it's getting colder. Wait a second. But at least it's clearing up. They looked at the text. They found out the video. They said that Marlon told them about the video. So they took me to the psychiatric hospital, also known as a mental hospital, which has a lot of downsides to it. If you were to check out a new vid, that's what the video is called. And it says that there are many things about this hospital that are misconceptions, things that people think they know about it, but really aren't. For example, they think it's only for the mentally disabled or the mentally challenged, when it's really for people who have also been abused, were with alcohol abuse, drug abuse. But yes, it does have people who are mentally challenged, mentally disabled. But the one that I went to was a really good one, a really nice one. Heck, I even found a few friends by the first day I was there. I even found someone that actually lived nearby where I lived. I made a video about that was also the video where I made a video about depression and suicidal thoughts. Because I experienced suicidal thoughts and depression, but only for moments. But when I was there, I found out a lot of people with depression and suicidal thoughts. We were in a big group room where people could say what their experience was with this. And since I experienced anger, I was talking about anger, of what I suffered. Now, it was a really good place that we could get fed every 3 days. We get food get food 3 times a day. I stayed there for 8 days. Anyone that was there or just got there, I basically passed by them. I was considered a veteran. Stayed there for 8 days. It was actually a good place, but I felt homesick. I wanted to meet my dog. I wish I could just sneak my dog in there, because everything would be good. I would say happy. I generally loved it. I wish I could stay at the mental hospital forever. Now, people are like, oh, then you must be crazy. No, I was not crazy. Depends on what your meaning of crazy is. My meaning of crazy is when you jump off is cutting yourself or committing suicide. Now, that's what I have done. And to me, I thought my past self was crazy. I jumped off a damn roof. And I thought, how did I do this without on a click of a dime? Okay. I paused the video for a quick moment so I can take a long pause. So that's gonna happen right now. But for you, it's gonna happen in seconds. For me, it's gonna happen in 8 minutes. So, it was a good thing. I had my fun. Feels like everything happens in seconds when they're actually hours, days, hours, minutes, and seconds. Time can never stop. You ever try to stop time? You'd stop time, but how would you start it again? Can't slow down time. Can't stop it. You can't make it go back. You can only go forward.